Hey everybody, it's Dan with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be breaking out of the fear loop. Alright, so I'll get that in a minute, but I'm going to just turn around and show you guys. I'm back in front of the river. I had to run to the post office today and brought me past the river. So, let's take a couple of nice deep breaths. I'll let you look at the river while we do that. Breathe in the confidence. Exhale the stress and the doubt. Breathe in the peace. Exhale the noise. Breathe in the nature. Exhale artificial living. So I got to turn away from it because the way the sun is, I'm too much in the dark when I'm turned the other way. So, breaking out of the fear loop. So many people message me, email me, comment on the videos. And they say, Dan, I don't know what to do. I wake up, I usually have a headache in the morning, and I'm fearful. And then I had a bout of vertigo where I could barely stand up, and now I'm petrified of that happening again and again and again. And so each morning, I wake up terrified, right? Or, the pain finally started feeling a little bit better, but I'm petrified of it coming back, right? Or any number of 1,000 different scenarios of fear. I'm going out to eat and I have back pain and sciatica and I can't sit comfortably, so I start fearing it hours before I ever get to the restaurant. And so fear, and we loop and we spin on it and we stay on it. And we get stuck in it. These worrisome thoughts, these fearful thoughts, these catastrophization thoughts of, oh my God, my life sucks. My life is over. This is going to be the rest of my life. And we get stuck in this loop. So what the heck do we do about it? Right? Well, I teach a lot about indifference, but everybody's like, yeah, but indifference, how am I indifferent when I'm stuck in fear? So I will say two words: awareness and decision, right? If you can become more and more aware of when you are stuck in that fear loop, you can make a decision to exit the fear loop. Get off the merry-go-round, right? You're going in circles, you're dizzy, you're just stuck, you can't seem to get off this fear loop. But if you're not even aware you're doing it, how can you make a decision to get off it? And so, really important, awareness. I talk about that a lot. Maybe not as much as other topics, but really being aware of something, acknowledging what's going on, is the first step to correcting it and making a shift, right? And we got a massive truck pulling into the parking lot here. So, forgive the noise. All right, we'll try to keep going. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. So, how do you get out of the fear loop? You got to be aware that you're in it in the first place, because that is critical, And, if you wake up feeling the anxiety and the first thought you have is a fearful one, what are you going to do? You're going to stay there? You're going to choose to keep on thinking these fearful thoughts and worrying about how bad the day is going to be? Or are you going to notice it and make a decision? Say, you know what? I get it. I recognize that this stuff can be scary, but I don't have to stay there. I don't have to be in this place all day long. And I'm going to choose instead to focus maybe on gratitude, right? If you're stuck in the fear loop, think of 3 or 5 things that you're grateful for. It'll snap you out of the fear loop pretty quickly. If you find yourself in the fear loop, just say, besides the fear, what emotion am I feeling? What's going on emotionally? Right now, what emotion am I feeling? What's going on? That's a great place to go. Where else can you go? Ask yourself, how much fun can I have today, right? Despite waking up with fear and anxiety and, ruminating thoughts on, oh man, today's going to be awful. Or I hope I don't have this symptom or that symptom. Awareness and decision to shift and say, well, what do I need to do today? And instead of spinning on the fear of trying to do those things while you have pain or symptoms, you can say, how can I make that fun? Right? Snapping out of the fear loop is purely a matter of awareness and decision. Flat out, plain and simple. That's it. And with consistency, you're going to teach your brain that ruminating on the fearful thoughts is not something you are willing to entertain. Make a decision that you are no longer going to tolerate yourself scaring the crap out of yourself all day long, every day. It's not worth it. I did a video not too long ago. When has worrying ever helped you? Go watch that one. It's really important, because worrying about how shitty your day is going to be is not going to make it a better day. All it's going to do is kind of set the stage and set the tone for how bad your day is going to be. Because whatever you set your intention on, the brain's going to look for evidence that that's true. So if you wake up and go, man, how shitty is today going to be? Your brain's going to be well aware of anything that is evidence that it's a crappy day. I got out of bed. Oh, my back hurt, or my leg hurt, or my knee hurt, or my headache was pounding. Yep, there's evidence. Yep, you're right. Today's going to suck. And then you're just going to snowball from there. So, that's where indifference comes into play. Just saying, all right, so my head's hurting this morning. So what? Been there, done that, 200 days in a row or longer. And just decide that, all right, well, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to be indifferent. I'm going to choose to shift my focus away from the headache or the backache or the whatever other symptom or pains you've got going on towards living your life. People say, well, how could I not be afraid of this particular symptom? Right? Somebody said they got a really strong bout of vertigo, and now they're petrified of getting out of bed and being dizzy, not being able to stand up well. And so my recommendation is awareness and decision. When you're laying there in bed, if all you're doing is worrying that you're going to be dizzy when you get up versus focusing on gratitude. I also suggested that this person visualize probably the tens of thousands of days in a row that they got up and they were not dizzy. One-time experience does not dictate the rest of your life. So yes, fear can cause us to worry about that symptom recurring, but it certainly makes it more likely to happen than if you just simply say, well, one-time thing, I'm not too worried about it. And if it does happen again, I'll still be okay, right? Catastrophizing that about a vertigo, if it happens again, that's the worst thing in the world and your life is over. It's not. And again, the more we can choose our reaction, right? Choose our response. I don't like the word react. React is instant. Response is thoughtful and intentional. So the more we can choose our response to these symptoms, the better likelihood we have of turning down the fear and stepping out of this fear loop. So, you guys find this helpful? Awareness plus decision can pretty much get you out of any negative thought loop whatsoever, whether it be fear, whether it be sadness, whether it be depression, whether it be grief, whatever. Become aware of this thing you're doing in your head, these thoughts that you're ruminating on, and make a decision to say, okay, so I've got some scary thoughts, some dark thoughts, some worrisome thoughts. Okay, I don't have to define myself and define my entire day based on those things. I can literally say, okay, got it, I'm worried, but what am I grateful for, right? What's working, right? Alan Gordon always talks about focusing on pleasant sensations, right? And so if you've got one body part like your lower back that's always hurting, it's probably like, yeah, focus on the pleasant sensations that, wow, my neck feels great, or my elbows, or my hands, or my whatever, everything else feels great. Or I feel a nice cool breeze on my face, that feels pleasant, right? And what you're doing is you're teaching your brain to focus on the good stuff instead of the bad stuff. Neuroplasticity, that stuff matters. So what do you guys think? Please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Have you been stuck in a fear loop? And if so, perhaps this can help you step out of it and get off of that merry-go-round of fear. Let me know what you think. Love you guys and gals. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.